thank everyone for being here. And you might wonder, why are we here? We've been working on a project called Tall Feathers and created a company called Tall Feathers Inc. with Harley Crozier and Penny Morley. Three of us are the directors of it. Today we're honoring Katie, who has given us the kickstart to get Tall Feathers 8 going by a donation, and we're going to raise 2 beautiful feathers for her. So first, as we begin, I want to acknowledge where we stand on this land. That this is the ancestral land of the Piikani First Nations, of the Siksika First Nation, of the Ganing, of the Blackfoot Confederacy, and of the Stoney Nakoda, and also of the Métis Region 3, all of Treaty 7 First Nations. And from my heart too, we're also honoring that this is the land, millennials, years, thousands and thousands of years since the beginning of humanity, of human life. People have walked on this land. And when we walk on it, we share that spirit. And the peoples that have been here the longest are the First Nations people. And we're so honored to have Elder Morris Littlewolf and his wife Betty Ann and Harley Crozier here to share in this celebration. They bring our connection back to what we feel. We feel it on the land when we walk here. And we feel there's that ancient connection. We're part of that. And we're grateful for Katie, who's been here for so many years, and now turning this land that she's been able to enjoy and play into this public space. And at the same time, we also want to honor Heritage, who's given also, he was joyfully here watching the first feathers coming up. And I'm so grateful that we had that opportunity to share them and to get his thoughts and his laughter and his smile about them too. And we had a beautiful suggestion from Morris that we honor Harry. He's now part of the ancestors, part of the earth, part of this land. And
he made this possible.
He made this possible. And to give just a moment of silence, just in your heart, celebrating Harry. And I remember Harry now as an old guy with quite a great sense of humor. And I think he'd really be smiling. So now I'm going to ask another old guy to step up. Which I've learned, especially in the Blackfoot, that's a real celebration. That you can be the old guy.
Yeah. Thank you, James. Yeah, we all strive to gain that knowledge and that wisdom. And you know, I don't want to say that I'm that old, but I've had gray hair since I was 18, so maybe I got my wisdom early, I don't know. I'm still trying to find it. So today is a special day, and my name's Harley Crozier. I come from Piikani Nation, like Morris and Betty Ann, and my Blackfoot name is Gayupika Bearchild. That was given to me many years ago from the elders, and just it's an honor to receive that name. But it's an honor to be here too, and we just, you know, when we look at this time of year, you know, it's a year of renewal. It's a year of growth. It's a year of everything's coming to life, you know, this time of year. And so I look at that today, you know, and we just give Katie so much thanks for, you know, supporting the program and supporting Tall Feathers and you know, her donation so that we can kickstart this whole project forward, because it's going to be, you know, it's going to help a lot of people. And today, when we do go through this ceremony that Morris will be leading, you know, it's like bringing this program alive, you know, because it's a time of renewal, springtime, and you know, I feel there's a lot of, you know, connection looking at it in that way. we've had an opportunity to make a number of feathers out of the paper feathers and bringing people together. And every time we've done it, we've seen that connection really take place, and that creative energy being part of that. You know, just seeing that life and that creation being brought forward in what they were making. It was just incredible. We had an opportunity to have a young person being part of it, and just seeing that young energy and that focus they had on making the feather. It just, you know, we knew we were on the right path, and we have a long ways to go. And I think there's an opportunity, and certainly when we look at reconciliation, you know, it's a starting point. It's taken some small steps forward, but those steps get bigger as we move forward, and it brings people together, because we're all the Creator's children, and we all need to, you know, just bring ourselves back to what our parents or grandparents taught us, is, you know, working together and respecting our differences, and just, you know, getting to know each other from the heart. And I think this would be part of that as we move forward. So I just thank you for today, and I ask James and Penny if they would come up here. We're going to use traditional protocol to ask our elder if he would help us and guide us and do the ceremony for us for the raising of these feathers, and prayers for Katie and all the artists that are going to be part of this, but also for everybody who's going to be part of this project as we move forward in the future. Just prayers so that we get that connection and that strength as we come together, and we start that, you know, healing, you know, as we move forward. So
a lot of people, even the younger people, Native people, don't really know what's really happening. But drawn by the spirit of what you see in front of you, the nature that we all come from, draws us very close to what we're seeking for. And when we get to that point, we sort of drift into a different situation of love. In other words, when we get to that point, we don't know what to do, because we weren't taught that from there on. Then we become imitators. And now you see lots of our young people, regardless of who, are imitators. And this is where our people are, young people are today. We as elders, as people, have to be honest in leaving that trail that was given to us by Creator. A trail that our children follow. And our children building that trail for our grandchildren. A teaching from generation to generation is not there. This is why today we see so many of it in our cities, in our towns, of our young people. They go to education, they go to medical, they go into business, they go into different areas. It's crowded. So where else can they go to? Every department that we look at today is full. Seek for something that's not really them. And that's when they get into trouble. And that's what an elder, a grandma, would tell her children. Nukos, my grandchild, isn't remember to know where you come from. Grandma and grandpa told you that. Never forget it. Go back to that way. Go back to this way. And at the same time, respect all his children. Oko is the bad, meaning the Father, Heavenly Father, we're all the children of Him. And that's what she'd say. Respect is the key in life of who you're leaving that trail. And that trail is your children and grandchildren. The attitude that's been there has to go. We have to rebuild like what we're doing today. Going back to the Spirit on how we should move on in life. So today, as we start this, the story of it, I come to now. Where did I come from as a native person? A lot of people ask that. Well, I came from up there. But when I came, I had nothing. When I landed here, I had nothing. Yeah. So one old guy they call Napi came along. And he added all the animals in this beautiful circle. And he told them, these young couple here came from heaven. Now to Abskach. Them two came. And they were told not to move this rock. But the lady did. So the gift that was coming then was taken and emptied. So when they came, the bag was empty. She had to, and him, develop it here. And who helped them? All what you see. So the animals sat in a big circle. And Napi said to them, the first man, can you help them with your language? And the animals that you see. So the little mice said, this is what I can help you. And then his cousin, the rat. And then his other cousin, the muskrat. And on and on and on. So pretty soon everyone had a gift. I shall teach you the way of life. Follow me, and I shall follow the Creator's way. So that's why I'm here today. In that line of work that was given to us millions of years ago. Going back to it 87 years ago. It is amazing to know that this is the story of where we come from. So through that, each item, when you go to a native dance, who are they dancing? Me, you? No. They're imitating that prairie chicken. When you put your home up, you'll see the prairie chickens come. They'll dance around. They bless in the ground so that nobody gets hurt in that home. It's always protected from that chicken, prairie chicken. And when you see the other animals come, they're also telling you, this is what you do. And each one of them had a song. And each one of them gave that gift to this couple. And now when you see the ceremony, it goes back to them. So what do we do now? We have to ask them that this is what we're going to do. Like an old army vet in the late 80s in Montana, he told me to get up and pray. This is an example. And I told him, I don't pray. You don't see me up there. I was born behind a barn. You see how it can change, eh? And like little kids, I was pouting. Get somebody else to do that. Get somebody else. And then pretty soon I got to the floor and where the mic was, in front of about 300-400 elders and people, government people, to do the prayer. He held my hand, and like a little boy, like we all are, I cried in my heart, please, pick somebody else. Why? Because I didn't want that responsibility. But no, he never let me go. Pretty soon, and when he did, he said, don't ever do it alone. And that's what I'm telling you. For everything that you're going to do in life, for anything, Call him. Daddy, I need your help today. Daddy, this is what I want to do. And this is what will happen. So you've given them rights to do these things in the proper way, like the animals did to the grandpas 100 years ago. And that's what we are today. And this is where we are today. And blessing and asking them to bless all these beautiful places, the Mother Earth and everything, that you'll all be happy. So knowing this story, it's a story that's real. It's life. It's not just a story. It's real. And it's beautiful to listen, especially to a grandmother and a grandpa, when you ask them, Grandma, tell me about it. And she'll tell you about 300-400 years ago. Not just yesterday, 300-400 years ago. It's like she actually lived at that time. So today it's an honor to be part of the eagle. When the eagle came, when they got to him in that circle, he said, I am the highest flying bird of all animals. Call me, and I'll take your message to the Creator. And that's the eagle. And that's what you're doing now. So the image of these eagle feathers are powerful, spiritual powerful. When you turn to them, you can close your eyes right now and you can actually see an eagle fly. That's how much power all of you have. That was never told to you. I want you to close your eyes for a second and you'll see an eagle fly. Close your eyes. Okay, isn't that beautiful? That's how much power the Creator gave us. But nobody teaches that. They want to control you. Don't let them control you. Teach that to your children. And you'll move beautiful ways.
Hey,